In order to start improving your financial life, you need to start tracking your expenses. If you tracked your expenses for one whole day, I'm sure you'd be shocked. First at the amount of money that you're spending, and secondly, what you're spending your money on. Most of the time, a lot of us were on, autopilots and habits and, really being unconscious of what we spend our money on. If you actually took some time to, start tracking stuff, you can start to gain more control, and, you can figure out things that you can actually do to start moving it in the right direction. So take some time as an exercise just to, sit down, or as you're going throughout your day, just write down everything that you start to spend money on. If you got a phone, it's pretty simple these days. Just pull out a notepad and just type it out. Alternatively, if you're a little bit more lazy like me, pick a day or 2 days, and just everything that you're going to buy, just put it on debit. That way it'll be a lot easier for you to track. And after about 2 days of doing this, just sit down and take a look at everything that you spent your money on. And I know you're going to have a little aha moment, or you're going to have some breakthroughs, because most of us, as I mentioned earlier, we're just basically on autopilot, and we don't always know everything that we're doing. Have you ever had the experience of walking out of a grocery store, or just paying somebody, and then you think about it and you don't even know how much you paid somebody? So it just goes to show you that a lot of times we're on autopilot. So once you start tracking, you're going to increase awareness, and this is going to put you in a position to start really controlling your finances. Once you kind of understand what your expenses are, take some time to sit down and write down what your monthly fixed expenses are. Those expenses that are recurring every month over and over again. This might be something like a hydro bill, a cable bill. I'm going to put a link to an Excel sheet below, and it's really going to lay it out so it becomes very simple for you to do this. And then the last thing you want to know is, what's your income for the month? This is going to be pretty easy. Just if you only have one flow of income, which is your job, just take a look at your last 2 pay stubs for the month, and it's going to give you a pretty good idea. Once you have all these numbers, where basically what your daily living expenses are, what your fixed expenses are, and what your monthly income is, it's really going to give you a really good snapshot into what your disposable income is, and it'll put you in a better position to start controlling your financial life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for my next video, where I'm going to be talking about ways to minimize some of your fixed expenses as well as your normal day-to-day expenses.